everyone. Welcome to No Movies in Hell. I'm Chris Geiger.
I'm LaQuas Scott, and today we are reviewing Roadhouse 2024 with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Wait, it's directed by Jake Nava, I think?
Mm-hmm.
Who did, I just recognize that name from a bunch of music videos in like the early 2000s.
Okay.
But how did you stumble upon this film?
They were advertising it, and also you told me that you watched it. So, and I did like Jake Gyllenhaal in that boxing movie that he did a few years ago with the blonde actress who was in The Notebook, Rachel McAdams.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't think I've seen that movie. I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think the last thing I saw him in was Ambulance, which I think you recommended.
But you watched Roadhouse before I did. So why did you watch Roadhouse?
I did. I think just to see what it was about, because I haven't watched the original. So I had no idea what it was about, but I was like, oh, this is on Amazon. I should, at least watch it. And I feel like it's a different role for Jake Gyllenhaal. So I figured I'd watch it, and then I watched it. And then I guess I wasn't expecting Conor McGregor for sure.
You didn't know he was in it?
No.
Oh, okay.
That was a surprise. And then I was just like, oh my gosh. And then, yeah, it was just ridiculousness. I thought it was okay. Like, I had no idea about the premise. A lot of the action was just over the top. The special effects completely over the top. The dialogue was terrible. Yeah, those are my initial thoughts.
So I didn't see the original Roadhouse until after I watched this. For the type of movie it was, I thought it was good. Like the dialogue was cheesy, but that you expect that. And so for this genre, I thought it was good. And then I watched the first Roadhouse after, like almost immediately after I watched this. I definitely felt like this improved upon the original, because if you thought the dialogue was cheesy in this one, man, you should see the original one.
Okay, then I might have to, because I was like, I just don't understand why. One, there's no sense of urgency. Well, maybe it's like not necessarily the dialogue alone, but the story too. It's like, if you know that people are terrorizing your bar like night after night, and you just let it happen, and then you're like, oh, I need a bodyguard. Yeah, it was just like, well, why is there no one else that can help you? And they explain that in the film. Yeah, it's one of those like, oh, things are really bad, things are in defeat, but it doesn't stop them from still operating as such, and like the employees getting to work and being ready to work. It also doesn't stop the bands from playing either.
Felt like there were not enough extras in this one. There's no way that she could afford to pay him based on the number of people who happen to be patrons at any given time. The bar is never full. It's never even half full.
And the band, you have to pay for entertainment too. I had this discussion about like, none of it was like Florida music. It was like people from other areas, like, oh, this sounds like Zydeco, or this is like blues. It's like, where is the local Florida talent?
I enjoyed it for what it was. After having seen what it used to be, I thought it was even better.
Okay.
Certain movies don't age well, and I don't think that the Patrick Swayze version aged well. It was cheesy back then.
Okay.
So,
it's just a muscle movie, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, the plot doesn't really make sense. The dialogue is terrible. They did, I want to say, at least 25% better on all accounts.
Wow. Okay.
I did think Conor McGregor, the addition of him was very over the top, but that's appropriate for this movie.
I just feel like I wasn't expecting anything, and he seems like he would be great in like an Expendables movie, or like maybe just a comedy, a Vegas caper comedy, because it seemed like he just hammed it up and he was there to have fun. And I'm pretty sure his butt is CGI'd.
Well, I did like the little gangster guy who was just like They don't tell me anything. I'm always the last person. Like I liked his character. It was very cute.
Yeah, I guess they're the villains in this film have a lot of personality and character.
Yeah.
But
so you still gave it over, like slightly over average.
Yeah, I have to say some of the shots were good considering like a lot of things were doctored up. But for the most part, it looked appealing. Um, like especially a lot of the day shots. It's like, oh, you're on the water and all this other stuff. So I thought it was actually decent in that matter. But you were just like, this is average movie, but it's good for what it was.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. I guess I would recommend it. I just did, so I feel like
Wait, I mean, did I recommend it?
uh no, or not as strongly as I did. I feel like I would tell people, yeah, it's good for what it is. Like go in with your expectations managed. That that's not going to be the movie of the year. You're not going to come out of it feeling like, oh my gosh, I never saw that ending coming. It's a good afternoon, weekend, on in the background, beefcake movie.
I 100% agree.
Do you have anything to plug in this episode?
Yeah, so getting ready for pre-summer films, like in between swing time, things that may have showed up on the festival circuit that are getting out before the blockbusters. So
I feel like a lot of things that came out were summer blockbusters, but they've already come out, like Godzilla and Kong.
The other Godzilla one?
Yeah. Right.
The Planet of the Apes movie?
Well, the Planet of the Apes movie, though, hasn't come out yet. But
oh, okay.
I
just see a lot of trailers for that made me like conflate the time period.
Right. I don't know if I'm going to see that, honestly.
I know I'm not.
Okay, good. There's a lot of kids' movies coming out, too. Yeah. There's a lot out right now. Villains, Inc. is out. Monkey Man just came out. There'll be a lot of stuff to review. Okay. Well, thanks everyone for watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.
Bye.